All right.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, before you made the choice to do the How to Become Money workbook with Rachel,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what your financial reality was like then, like before, compared to now.
Wow. Uh, First of all, I lived in a totally different place, as in like physically lived in another neighbourhood altogether, where lots of people's points of view about money was really, really negative. That it really had that mindset of you either have or you have not,
Mm.
and most people's were have not. And it became really, really apparent in my neighbourhood that that's what it was. And had just sort of started doing the money workbook, and Rachel mentioned, one of the things that Gary says is that if you're surrounded by a lot of people who have that sort of mindset, what that can really influence your own
Yeah.
financial reality. And mind you, I'd already sort of been toying with for 4 years before that of actually moving. And then when I heard that, I thought, wow, we've already got the house on the market. So it's like the chicken or the egg. It's all everything together, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
But that was just like another confirmation that I was moving in the direction that might work for us better. So um, sold our house and have moved to a place that is much more congruent with who we are, what we'd like to have, what we'd like to create, and it's a totally different place, and everybody notices it. And the one thing that everybody that comes to visit us says is, "You guys look really relaxed here.
Mm.
You look really like you've always sort of been here, like you belong, like that sort of that belong thing that it's the noticing of the congruency. I think that's what it is. So yeah, that's part of what changed.
Wow, that's big. That's really
Yeah.
big. So, was there anything like going through the book with Rachel that surprised you? Like anything that came up or anything? I mean, I know she says like 10 things each call that surprise me that make my jaw just hit the floor. But was there anything that maybe came up for you or anything that she dropped that was really surprising?
Oh, look, there's so many things that came up. Like, actually, look, you hear all the time that if something's heavy, it's a lie, and if it's light, it's true, right? So the heavy thing, like, yeah, anytime I used to talk about my financial reality, it was always heavy. Um, and they say you get it when you get it, but what finally, finally, finally happened is I suddenly got, hang on a minute, this really is not my financial reality. It's not. It's always constricted, it's always heavy, always, and really I finally heard it properly. Before that, I only ever remember that sensation in my body from when I was young. So I always thought, no, it's mine, and I've made it difficult and I've made it hard, and I've probably done all those things, but I also bought it as being real and true as mine. And I've got to work, it's got to change, it got to do. No, something just turned, a molecule turned, something
Yeah.
turned, and I suddenly could see it for what it was. And I was like, oh my God, it really is not my reality. And then what I found is that, okay, so then it changed, and then it started getting a bit icky again. And I'm going, gosh, I'm not doing this. I'm not the judge, yeah, because
Mm.
that's so helpful. And then, and then suddenly it hit me again. This isn't your reality, Karen. This part is still not yours.
Mm.
It's still not yours. Oh, that's fun. It's just the projections of what everybody thinks you're doing and where you're going to end up because of what your choices are. And as soon as I was aware of that, that all changed it again. So it's just been, though, like this layer upon layer. And I think, I think, I know for me, I know for me that money is something I have made particularly difficult and a fixed point of view for a long, long time. And really wrong in the beginning, was really, really like money wrong. Just everything about it was wrong in the beginning. Now it's so far from that. And I'm so grateful. And what I found with Rachael is that she really really invites me to not only look at what my reality truly is, but to actually acknowledge the magic, the things that I think aren't real or true. Like, say, for example, one of the things she assisted me with, invited me to look at, was, one of the things that people said is that, oh, Karen, you've only got money now because you sold your house. And, of course, you sell your house, A plus B equals C. So you've got some money. And what she said to me was, oh, no, Karen, you had nothing to do with generating that. Of course not. Because every single mum out there who's been on their own with 6 children for so long, they've all got a house to sell. And all, you had nothing to do with keeping that roof over those kids' heads, and you had nothing to do with you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just went, okay, thank you for that, Rachel.
Oh yeah, I forgot that bit.
Yeah, but I couldn't even acknowledge it as anything, before that. So couldn't even see it. So yeah, that was part of what doing it with Rachel created in my life.
Brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. So I'm guessing you'd do it again then. You'd go through the workbook with her again.
I actually would continue doing a year-long program with this.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. For me, that's what I require, because I find that because it's something I've made in the past so difficult, so hard, I find that it's something I will check out of as well. And even with doing the book, I still find myself now and again checking back in. But I find it's so much easier to get back in it. Like, there's a recording there waiting for me, and I really, really want to hear it.
Yeah.
And and just that makes that much. It doesn't actually feel like falling off the horse, if you know what I mean. It just feels like, oh, I'm just going to go and listen to a recording.
Yeah.
It's not hard. That's what it creates, a lot more ease in my life than not doing it, to be really honest.
Totally.
So, yeah.
So anything else you want to share?
Oh, look, what I have been getting more is more of the insane points of view. The insane points of view I have with money are starting to really come up now, and me looking at it and going, okay, yep, they're there. Are they true? No. What else? What else? What else can I choose?
Oh, that's brilliant, Karen. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, thank you very much for just spending this time talking with me today. You've facilitated me on so much just in this conversation, so I'm really grateful.
Really?
I'm like, I got some stuff to take away. Like, yeah, you just made my day. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm so glad.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Karen. You have a great one.
No worries.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.